You are now listening to wRVU.
Hey guys, RMD. Just wanted to follow up on the RVUs video and just show you how I search CPT codes and find the RVU values. You can do this all online in a Google search box, and I'll show you how it's done. So let's say you're reading some cases and you just read a case that you don't know what the RVU value is that's associated with it. So for example, the other day I got back into it and started reading some CTs of the neck. And I was curious, what is a CT of the neck worth in terms of RVU? So let's go ahead and find out right now. So I'll type into the Google search box here CPT code for CT of the neck. Now, CPT stands for Concurrent Procedural Terminology, and these are the codes that are associated with each procedure that we do as a radiologist. So it's saying here, Google's pretty good with this now. They're sort of telling me that this is the code for a CT soft tissue of the neck with and without contrast. Sometimes I open up these PDFs and there's some lists that are compiled here, and it looks like soft tissue of the neck, and we're looking at CTs here with contrast, which is generally what I read is going to be 7491. So I'll keep that number in mind. The next thing I want to do is start searching for the RVU values. So there's actually a Medicare search tool. So I'll find this physician fee schedule search on cms.gov. So I just hit accept here. So I'm looking for RVUs. I'm going to put in a single, they're calling it an HCPCS code. I think this is a more broad category than CPT, but it's basically CPT codes fit within this category. And now I'll put in that CPT code 7491. And here I'll just put all modifiers, keep it broad. So here I can see that they correctly identify this as a CT soft tissue neck with dye, basically CT of the neck with contrast, and the work RVU associated with it is 1.38, so almost 1.4 work RVUs. Let's just search a different CPT code, like for example, as an interventionalist, I read a lot of CTAs. So CTA runoff is a study I do. That's an angiogram from the abdominal aorta down to the arteries of the trifurcation vessels. So let's try this, CTA runoff CPT code. So looks like I'm seeing here from Google that it's saying to use CPT code this one. So I'm going to try searching this one. Pop that in. So this is identifying it as a CT angio abdominal arteries, and the work RVU associated with it is 2.4. Let's try a interventional case. So for example, a TIPS, that's probably one of the most complex interventions we do. So I'm just curious what a TIPS is worth relative to, say, this CTA runoff. So let's try TIPS placement CPT code, see what we get. Looks like, again, Google's pretty good with this. They sort of put this up front that this code should be used for insertion of a TIPS. So let's try that. So I'm getting this code at registering as insert hepatic shunt TIPS. That's brief, but that's pretty much what it is. And the work RVU is 17. So that sort of makes sense. Pretty complex intervention, and it's worth about maybe 7-8 CTs. So that's pretty much it. I just wanted to show you guys how I use the internet to basically find CPT codes and then find the RVU values associated with it. I've been compiling a little list of cases that I commonly read. I want to try to compile a list of some procedures that I commonly do, just so I sort of know what it is, what type of RVUs I'm generating on a day-to-day basis. And as you can see, you can easily do this on your own. So that's about it for me. It's RMD. Hope you found this video helpful. Take care.